You broke my doll. I'm gonna leave you bad feedback. See, you broke my doll. You broke my doll. I want to talk to eBay's manager.
Hey, Janet here, and in this video you're going to learn how you can deal with an eBay Karen, how to handle a bad situation if you're an online seller and a customer gets really nasty with you online, what you can do on eBay to handle it the proper way and in a professional manner to the best of your ability. So let's dive right in. Okay, so I sell on eBay, and I've been an eBay seller as part of my income since 2017. And of course, as a seller and a small business owner, you want everything to work out good. You want to send out an item and you want it to get to the buyer and you want them to be happy with their item and you want good feedback and you want everything to be cool. Well, I sell all sorts of different things: vintage dolls, vintage collectibles, antiques, jewelry, ladies' designer handbags, pretty much whatever I can find that I think is cool that could sell. Yes, I love Halloween. Yes, I love scary movies. But I know other people aren't always into that, and I'm going to look for things that I think I could sell online. And there's some Halloween and spooky stuff in there too. But I sold one week, this was like last week, I sold an antique doll for $120. It was a German-made little doll, and I mail it out, no problems. The person was happy with it. I got good feedback. I sell a few days later the $10.80 Barbie doll. It was a 1980s Barbie doll with an outfit on for $10.80 plus shipping. And I get a message from the buyer, and they said that it was damaged and I sent them a broken item, that the head wasn't attached to the body and the neck was broken. So I apologized to them and I asked if I could please see photos of the damage, that maybe it was broken during shipping and that I did not send them a broken doll. That's not how I do business. So maybe it broke when it was getting, shipped around everywhere. They refused to send me pictures at first, and they told me they were going to leave me negative feedback. Actually, that was the first message they sent me, was along the lines of, you sent me a broken doll and I'm going to leave you negative feedback. I'm going to give you a bad review. So I apologize. I said, I did not send you a broken doll. If you send me photos of the damage, we can move to the next steps so I can try to help you. Please send me photos of the damage. Well, after some messages back and forth, and in the one message I also said it goes against eBay's policies to threaten someone with bad feedback, to threaten a seller with bad feedback. And then she said she denied threatening me, but she keeps saying, I'm going to leave you negative feedback. Oh, it's not a threat. I'm going to leave you negative feedback. Like, that's called feedback extortion, and that actually goes against eBay's policies. So if you have a person, as a seller, if something arrives damaged, you can do a couple different things. You can ask to see the damage, and if they send you clear photos of the damage, you can apologize to them and just give them a refund and be done with it. Learn from it and move on. Or the buyer can file a return through eBay. They can put in a return request saying that the item arrived damaged. And then they can send you the broken thing back, and then you could give them their money back. And depending on what type of item it is, maybe you could part it out and sell the other parts that aren't broken. Maybe you could try to salvage it. Like I said, it depends on the situation. But in this situation, she did not put in a return request so far. She was threatening to leave me negative feedback. And she did not ask for a refund right away, which I thought was strange. She was just like, really, the messages came up and felt very rude. It was very rude. And when she did finally try to send me pictures, she sent very blurry up-close photos of just the Barbie doll's neck. But in the background, behind everything, there were mountains of Barbie dolls stacked up in a very messy room. Now, the room I'm filming in right now, I also use as some storage. So this is part of my eBay storage. But it just didn't look right, because I'm thinking, well, you could take any broken Barbie doll that's in the pile behind you and break the doll, and in theory, you know, or show the broken doll, and then I give you a refund and you get a free thing. And that's not cool. So I did message her just saying, hey, the photos were kind of blurry. Can you please send me a photo of the whole doll's body with the doll's head and the box I sent it to you in? Because I thought, well, if it was broken during shipping, I could at least contact USPS and I could at least verify it was what I sent her from clearer photos. And then I could move on to help her and do a refund and then do a shipping claim if I wanted to do, you know, stuff like that. But she refused to send me photos. She said, no, I already sent you photos. I'm going to leave you bad feedback. Oh no, you broke it. You broke it. And I said, no, I did not break this doll. Why would I send you a broken doll that's not good for business? Why would I on purpose think, I know what I'll do. I'm going to ship her a broken doll. That doesn't make any damn sense. Like, why would anyone do that? So here's what you can do as a seller. Again, if someone says the item was broken, ask to see photos of the damage. First of all, apologize. Ask to see pictures of the damage. And then say, hey, once I see the photos, then we can move on to the next step so I can try to help you. The customer could also put in a return request through eBay. My eBay store, for most of my items, has 30-day returns, and eBay does do a lot for buyers. They do give in to a lot of buyers, and if someone's really unhappy with something, in theory, if they complain enough, they can get a refund and can do a return through eBay. So we'll see if she puts in the return request. If she does, fine, whatever. I'll go through the motions. I'll give her the refund. If she sent me clear photos, I would have given her the refund and apologized, and it would have been no big deal. Maybe I didn't pack the doll right. Maybe I made a goof. Every now and then it happens. You know, you try to do the right thing, and every now and then you might make a mistake. No big deal. But again, I don't know for sure if it was something I did or something the post office did or something she did. I don't really know because I don't have all of the information there because she refused to send me clear photos of the alleged damage. So that's how you handle it. So she did leave me bad feedback. She left me bad feedback this morning. I put in on the eBay screen a request to remove the feedback. And within a few minutes, I get a message that my request was denied. Okay, so I'm not sure how clear this is going to show up on camera, but I wanted to read this. This is in regards to some bad feedback someone left me, and I'll explain in a little bit. I'm putting that I want the feedback removed because it doesn't follow eBay's policies. Examples are manipulation, extortion, etc. So in the additional info I typed, a message is sent to me from the buyer. They threatened to leave me bad feedback multiple times. This goes against eBay's policy. Buyer claimed the item was sent damaged and it was not. It might have been damaged during shipping, so I asked the buyer to please send me clear photos of the damage multiple times. The buyer refused to comply. If buyer would have provided me with clear photos of the damage, I would have refunded them. The buyer did not use eBay's return policy to remedy the situation and instead accused, threatened, and harassed me. My store has 30-day returns and buyer did not put in a return request.
I ask eBay to please remove this feedback because the buyer went against eBay's policies. It isn't okay to harass, threaten, and wrongfully accuse a seller that is just trying to play by the rules.
So I had to have eBay call me. And eBay's weird right now. There's a lot of hoops to jump through to even have a representative call you. You can't call them anymore. So you have to go on the seller help screen and kind of search around and then click, have us call you. And then they call you within a few minutes. So I did talk to a representative, and I'm going to cut to that right now.
Superstar era 1980s blondie Barbie dress. Cute. Okay.
Yes, and if they filed a return, if they put in a return request, I would have accepted the return. Or if they sent me better photos of the damage, I would have just given them a refund without them needing to send it back. But she was just being very rude in the messages, and you can read the messages if you like. But she was threatening me a few days ago that she was going to leave me bad feedback.
Okay, I see. So the buyer actually leave you a negative feedback without actually giving any clear photos of what was the damage of that item, right?
Right.
Attention.
So I requested that she please take a photo of the whole body of the doll with the box I sent it in. In case if I go to the post office, I could show them that, because when you do a post office claim, they like to see clear photos of everything.
Okay.
Okay, so you're putting in another request?
Yep.
Okay, and it takes a few days, you said?
Yes, 72 hours.
So eBay will work in your favor, and they will help you out if they see that the buyer did leave messages saying, I'm going to leave you bad feedback. If they can see that the buyer wasn't cooperative, wasn't going with eBay's policies, then yes, the bad feedback can be reversed. Now, if someone bought something from you and they just randomly want to leave you bad feedback, technically that bad feedback could stay on your account. You could request a revision. You could try to reach out to the buyer and say, hey, you might want to reconsider that. If you were happy with the item, if you were happy with my customer service, could you please leave me better feedback? Now, if a buyer goes against the eBay policies and they threaten you and harass you in messages, that isn't okay. It is not okay for you to be treated like crap as a seller. It is not okay for a buyer to say nasty things to you in messages, if they call you names, if they use foul language, if they threaten you in any way. I'm going to leave you bad feedback, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, it's not okay, and you can report that. And eBay will review it. eBay does see all of the messages that you get as a seller, and they also see all of the messages that the buyers have too. So both sides they see. And that's why, as a seller, you have to be very careful with your wording. You have to be very careful to lose your cool. Because sometimes when you see things like that happen, you can get just as irate as that buyer that is sending you something irate. And that's not how to do things. That's not business-like. So you have to, breathe. Give yourself some time to think it over before responding in rage or whatever. Because if you act just as nasty as that buyer, eBay's not going to help you, because they're thinking, wow, you're not acting in a professional way. That's not how we want sellers to act. So yeah, just try to keep your cool when that happens. Try to do the best you can within the policies, and then you can document everything. You could show that to eBay and say, hey, this is what happened. Kind of like Dragnet, just the facts, just the facts. No name calling, nothing like that. So just keep your cool with it. And here's hoping that you out there can get your feedback resolved. And I hope you guys have good sales and have good success with whatever platform you sell on. This same stuff could also be applied to other sites, just in different ways. Because I know, like Mercari and Etsy, people can also leave feedback. I think Amazon, people could leave feedback too. So I know there's Amazon and Etsy and other website sellers out there. Now, they did say it'll take a few days for the bad feedback to go away. When I spoke with them on the phone, they said it will be under review again, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they resolve it, but they were nice on the phone. It sounded like they were going to help. I also want to add the note, no offense to any people named Karen out there. I know there's a lot of nice ladies named Karen. No offense at all. Hey guys, if you like these kind of videos, you can subscribe to the channel and click the little, like button down below. We also have multiple playlists. So if you also like Halloween and retro, murder mysteries, horror films, sci-fi films, you might like our show, The Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout, where on Friday nights we are in character and we host some cheesy B movies with sound effects. We do prize giveaways. The people chat, and it's a lot of fun. So if you like stuff like that, you can check out the Mummy and the Monkey playlist. We also have a podcast called Living the Scream that talks about both topics, eBay selling, thrifting, and the Mummy and the Monkey show that we put together. Some people have separate channels for separate topics. We have one channel, and then we have playlists for all the different topics that we like to talk about. It's a part of our lives, so we just thought to make it all on the channel as, part of what we do for our way of life.